Wait for it. And now we're live. How's that?
We are live, and now we'll just have to wait the 30 seconds or so that
Yep.
to see if it launched.
And it's there. And we're launched.
We are. That's
Okay,
impressive.
so let me put this down, and I put us down in where I said I was going to put us. There's self promo. And you can do your little nicky nacky bits there too.
Nicky Knacker bits, huh?
Nicky Nacker. Nicky Nacker.
Nicky.
Nacker. Yeah.
Nicky Knacker. That's a tongue twister. Like, we really need to start off the stream with something like that can trip us up and already start us down, saying, oh my God, words are hard, or blah, 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 blah.
Yep. And also, I'll put us down in I'll see if it's worked in the promote your channel in our server.
I will do that in the other one in just a second.
Nope, it's not done. I've done it. There you go. I put it down.
No, that's in D&D, right? In ours?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, but I'm taking it to another one. Another one bites the dust. Okay, dun, 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 dun. Okay, muting for a second while I do that.
Another one now. Another one now. Another one bites the dust. I want to break free. I want to break free. I want to break free from the limelight and self side with me. I've fallen in love. God knows I want to do.
I was like, why am I hearing this twice? Duh. When I went to go grab...
It's my wonderful singing, isn't it, Liz?
When I went to go grab the link to post it somewhere else, I forgot to mute it on the YouTube portion of it.
You know what? I do that all the time too. I was like,
Oh, usually I'm pretty good about that. Usually.
I'm terrible. Anyway, I was happily singing then. You disrupted me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you actually put it in hours? Does hours? Does it? No.
Yeah, I put it
we don't even have it.
We don't have many people in our Discord for me to worry about putting it in our Discord.
Yeah, but the whole Heidi thing, because people can change whether they're visual or not on the Discord.
If people want to join our Discord, they're not. If more people did, I'd put it in our Discord. But only how many people? 4 or 5?
Yes, but then nobody can say they didn't see it in our little group.
Yeah, but I put it in D&D. I've already done promote your channel.
I know, but I put it in the discussions one. And the reason, because if somebody's not paying attention over there, they could see it over and then somewhere else. Because that way I can't hear tomorrow, well, I didn't know.
Okay. So I'll put it in the social media.
I'm just being a brat.
In the I'll put it in the cave area there too. So there you go.
Oh, deep dark cave.
Yeah. Let's not go down
I announced it earlier. I said we would be about 12:30 at night my time. So
I'm on to 9 cups for my free coffee.
Oh, do you get a free one at the 10th one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Buy 10, get one free?
Yeah. Such a great deal. Such a great deal.
I gotta move over there. Okay. Now I can mute and unmute easily.
I like my coffee. I'm still awake just barely. Okay. Well, if you want, you can go to sleep. Good morning. Is it good morning? Good morning, my end. Good morning, my end. Good evening to Liz.
It is It is 12:45 a.m.
Yes, so that's evening.
It's not a.m. after
Yeah,
midnight.
but that's classified as evening.
No, it's classified as morning.
No, it's
Anything.
evening.
Oh, 12:01 midnight to 11:59 a.m. is classified morning.
Do we have a topic staying up for? Well, I was just about to tell Liz how I take my coffee. So I have a really weird way to take my coffee. So I
Black
usually have black. I
with
have,
nothing in it, and it has to be strong, so
yep,
strong that the spoon better be standing up.
yeah, but that's certain times. But when I want a really good cup of coffee just to enjoy, it's black again, and it's got an extra shot of coffee. It has two caramel sugar-free shots of caramel syrup. You know the sugar-free one, and two sweeteners. But if I was like traveling a really long journey or needed to really poke myself up, it would be so black it would make the spoon stand up.
And the topic we are discussing is Paul really doesn't like a woman who is a social media influencer, and it doesn't matter what she does, he's going to hate her.
No, that is not true.
No, surrogacy. Are
That
the
is
rich and famous more inclined to use and abuse the surrogacy system?
yes, yes, that is very true. I feel like they are.
You do, and I don't think so.
Why don't you think? Okay, so I'm putting the case towards you, and you can tell me. So we've got this famous person over here. No, she's more infamous now than famous. Now she's already got 5 children. She's got one that is severely mentally and physically disabled, and the rest of the children are fine. She's in the media and press constantly for her own doing. She's had in the past years, she's had in the past 6 years, she's had 7 pets die under her, and that's not through natural causes. Um, she has been in the media and the press for drink driving. She's been in the press for a restraining order by shouting extremities at a school in a school gate at her partner, at her ex-partner's new girlfriend. She's um
Kim,
she's also broke.
I'm gonna ignore the part where they're no longer together and they don't get along, partner new partner situation,
Well,
because I'm just gonna ignore that. Her having the drunk driving and stuff, that is
well,
a problem.
she's had a restraining order. It was that bad.
Or somebody cried.
No, it was that bad, and it was at
It's,
a school gate. She said all
oh,
this stuff in a school gate where there was
more.
other children around. Okay.
Okay, so she's not the best human being in the world, and I don't believe that she is probably entitled to go for what she's looking for. But there are other ones that
No, no,
I don't think it's.
no. But again, right. So now she wants to bring a child into this world. Her life is already chaotic. She's also known for selling her children's likenesses to social media companies. She uses companies like Joff, W8 Media, and Backgrid.
Okay,
What they
but
What
Okay,
she
wait,
does?
wait, wait,
No, no,
wait.
no, 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 no.
This
What
isn't
she does
about
is,
her though.
yeah, but what she does is, okay. I'm just saying this is an example. What she does is she phones these companies up and she invites them around and she makes out like she's getting tapped when she's not. She's already invited them to take the pictures. She gets hold of them. She phones them up. They come around and take pictures. They go to the sell paper. They sell the pictures to the papers, and she collects a share of that and pay money.
Okay, but time out here. This whole subject is not just about her. Yes, I
No,
do. Do I think she's a piece of shit person? Absolutely,
but
absolutely.
she,
Her,
yeah, but she
but let's
wants.
separate. But wait, let's separate her from the actual topic.
Yeah,
Just
but this
because
is
she
the
is
topic.
associate,
Yeah, this is the topic,
she is
Liz.
not
This.
the topic,
Yeah, but no, 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 no. She's part of it. This is what I mean. And she was part of it.
right? But
Now,
let's separate the
could you
two,
imagine? Yeah, could you imagine her, right? And also, she did have a surrogacy person there ready for her.
right? And they told her to, skip rocks.
Well, yeah, after she totally blanked him and treated him like rubbish. But do you think it's fair that people like her should use surrogacy? Should be use surrogacy as to gain another child because she's too old to have another one.
But she's only in her mid 40s.
45.
Mid 40s.
Yeah, but she can't. She can't have a new partner. Can't looks like can't have any children because the amount of
And that doesn't mean that
It's
she
been
couldn't find
reported.
a.
No, yeah, this has been reported. So they can't. Nobody can say this is
Uh,
fact. It's just been reported. Her partner that she's got now can't produce any children because he used too many steroids earlier on in life.
okay, and that doesn't mean that they couldn't use a sperm donor then in that case.
In that case, yeah, but also,
Yeah,
but
I mean,
she's
so
chosen.
what's.
She's chosen to go through.
Wait.
Yeah, I'm saying she's just chosen to go through surrogacy.
Okay, so what's the difference, though, between a sperm donor situation like this and a surrogacy situation like this? Is the surrogate actually donating the egg or is she donating the egg? Would it be her egg and she's just having somebody carry it?
Well, is it because he's already had 5 children? There's two.
Okay, so
Does she
what?
really? Does she really need to do this? There's
She
only
doesn't,
people.
but
If
do.
if if you got children, if you had children and you got the thing, and I know there's people who want children, who love children dearly, and there's people who are struggling out there to have children. But this is about people who are rich, going to rich or famous or infamous, whatever one you want to use, then going in and saying we want to have a child by surrogacy.
Okay, but
Why?
here's the thing. If they weren't rich and famous, you wouldn't hear shit about it because that's how most surrogacies happen.
Yeah. Um.
You
Okay. Hold on.
didn't. So, I mean, that's
Hold on.
just because there are what 10, 20 famous ones that have done surrogacy.
Okay, why doesn't she? Liz says, why doesn't she adopt a child already born that needs a good family?
Because some people don't want to. Sadly,
Because she's
it is
got a
a.
massive. Yep. So to answer this question, Liz, she's got a massive criminal record as long as her arm.
But some people just don't want to.
That is very true.
Sadly, that is the case. It is very hard and very expensive to adopt.
It is very expensive to have a surrogacy too.
It's less expensive to do a surrogacy than it is to adopt. That's the sad fact of it, though.
But there is same people say there is a case where people say that's for selfish reasons.
And we know people like her that are selfish,
We do.
you know. But who's the who are? I don't think she should do it. No, flat out, I don't. She's got enough chaos in her life. But there are other ones for legitimate reasons that
I
because they
understand.
have
Yeah,
medical
I understand.
issues.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I understand legitimate reasons. I totally understand if they've
So
got
I mean,
issues.
basically, this is a stream and a conversation just to condemn this one woman because
No,
nobody
because there's
basically
other
liked
no, because there's other rich and famous people there too. Have who can got children, have had children,
her.
who can produce children, but yet still go for surrogacy.
Because they couldn't have any more children and they wanted more children.
There are some who has that, and I'm not knocking them. I'm just knocking the ones who already got children, who can have children, but yet go for surrogacy instead.
Who
Well, doesn't the Kardashians?
have had complicated pregnancies to where
One of
it
them,
was
one of them has,
yeah, one of
one
them,
of them has, one of them. Not all,
two of
not the
them.
other.
The two that have used surrogates have had issues with pregnancies.
Well, they don't need any more
All
kids,
the
do
others,
they?
one of them only has one child and wanted a second sibling. The other one had three and wanted the fourth. So
You
who are
know,
we to judge if they can afford it?
when I said I wanted a new cat, well, what's this got to do? I don't understand what that's got to do with this conversation, Liz. Do you, Liz?
The two that had surrogates.
No, not you, not you. This. Hold on.
Oh, because it's like adopting. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand that one. Maybe it's just me.
It's a fur kid. I'm sorry. I equate the fur kids like I would the two
I
legged ones.
I just think that's a bit different
And not. One
because
could be a designer one and one is you know nothing about.
well, one is not designed. They just mean when you get a cat is obviously produce a lot of kittens, and they're in a home, and you get another cat, you know, who the person wants to sell, make money from.
Would not be a surrogate? They want to make money from the pregnancy?
But then again, I think making money from another pet's, if it's an accident, that is okay. But if it's thing, that's a bit wrong, isn't it? You shouldn't make money off of your pet.
People have all kinds of stuff dedicated to their pets that
Yeah,
makes
I know.
money. I mean, so I mean, in reality, it all of these things could be a business. The
They
one
could be,
woman
but
that you wait, the one woman you despise, I think most people are just looking at her and shaking our heads and like, no, just stop. The other ones have legitimate reasons
I can
why.
understand. Yeah, but I can understand the legitimate reasons. But there's some who still do it not legitimately too.
I missed that last part you cut up.
Okay, so there's still some who can have children. Have had no complications. They're perfectly healthy, yet they still pay for somebody to have a child for them.
Who?
There's to be something. Let's Google it.
You were supposed to come into this conversation with these people. I
Well,
mean, like the Kardashian sisters, they both have had complicated pregnancies, have been advised to not go through that again.
okay, so they've been advised not to go through that again, right?
Yes, but they
Don't have
still
any
wanted
more children.
children.
You don't have any more children then. There's enough people in the world, isn't there?
But who are we to judge how many kids they want? If they can
Because
afford to do it, wait, and they can provide those children with a good, loving home, then so be it.
if we
Would I
didn't judge
wait?
it, if it didn't
Don't you
judge, it
yell at
wouldn't make.
me. Don't you yell at me like that.
I'm not yelling. I'm going to say, if we didn't judge, we wouldn't have any content.
My thing about this, is it doesn't matter you want to adopt or if you want to do a surrogate. Some people are not equipped to cope with an adoption, and especially because you are not guaranteed to get a small child that you're going to be able to raise that isn't
Oh,
going to have issues or
yeah.
problems.
Trust me, Liz. If they've got the money, they'll get the child that they want. If you're rich, you'll get the child that you want.
Maybe, maybe not. I mean, I just, not everybody is can bond, and that's the other thing. Not everybody can bond with an adopted child. Not
Well,
everybody can bond with somebody who's not their flesh and blood.
but it's not their flesh and blood, though, is it?
It
If you
is.
get,
When you do a
if you,
surrogacy, typically when you do a surrogacy, the woman has to go through a procedure for them to harvest her eggs. The man has to donate typically, and it's an insemination thing. There
I,
are other ones, there are other ones where yes, you use donated eggs and or sperm.
I just think, I just think there is people who need the help, and they don't get it. But if you're rich and powerful, you can do it.
But I've got friends who could not have children of their own. They tried for 15 years to do adoption. Okay? They
Okay,
finally found a surrogacy program
no,
where
that's what
they
I mean.
had.
That's not. I'm not knocking that, Liz. I'm not knocking that. I think that's brilliant. I
Okay,
think that is
but
brilliant when
just
people
because.
do that. I'm just
Okay,
saying the rich. All right, there is cases of rich people who can have children naturally without no complications, still using a surrogacy.
so what?
I just think it's wrong.
So what? What is any of it? You know,
I just think it is wrong that they can do this. I think there's some people using it as a status symbol that they can do this.
I don't think so. I think there
It's
are
not.
some women who do not want to carry a child, but still want a child of their own.
Well,
And if and we don't know prior if they've had miscarriages prior. You don't know if they've had medical complications because it is a taboo subject to even talk about these things.
we're talking about it.
Right. We are, but society as a whole is not. You
I
don't
just think
go,
it's. I just think it's wrong that if you've got enough money and it's called too posh to push,
you wouldn't have to do it. You're a man.
it doesn't. It still gives me the right to talk about it.
You can talk about it, but who are any of us to judge what somebody chooses to do to have a child if they want one?
Well, if we didn't judge, we wouldn't have content to talk about.
Oh, Gene, we're not ignoring you. Paul and I had
Uh,
discussed that it was going to be a very small panel tonight
yeah.
because it is a touchy subject. And he and I
Yes.
are on opposite sides of this. So a third person or fourth person up here is not going to um,
Not going to
calm
help the
things
conversation.
down.
Yeah. Yes.
Because as soon as he popped this up, I messaged him after I was through watching the video and I went, I have opinions.
Yes. I knew exactly what opinions meant
I have opinions.
because we can chat and we won't fall out. Even though she did tell me off for shouting, I wasn't really shouting.
You were shouting.
I wasn't
You you
shouting.
you can go listen to it on the replay in a little while.
I don't. Do you know what? I really hate the sound of my voice, so I don't listen to anything. And it's really difficult for me to do my own videos to make sure that everything is coming out clear because I really do hate the sound of my own voice. It actually makes me wretch.
And OG, some women are and some women aren't. That's why there's a shit ton of testing that happens before you even go down the surrogacy path.
Okay. So so what about the craze that was in the noughties then of famous people going to impoverished countries and adopting children from impoverished countries?
That's happened since I was a kid
Yeah, but it
because
became
it
more.
was easier because it was
It,
easier to adopt out of the country's children than it was to adopt children here in the US.
but there was a big craze in it in the noughties, wasn't there?
In the 90s,
Noughties.
what's the naughties?
Well, we'll talk about that later, Liz. You get the whip, and I'll wait. I'll get the limp
No, no,
lettuce.
no, 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 no. I don't understand the terminology you
Okay,
are
the
using.
noughties. The noughties. You got the 90s, then you got the noughties.
The 2000s?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what called the noughties.
I've never heard it called that.
That's what we call it over here.
Okay. Well, I've never heard it called that. So,
Okay.
but yeah, Angelina Jolie, Madonna, all of them. But it
Yeah,
was easier to, I've never heard it called that. But it was easier to adopt out of country children than it was to adopt children from the US.
are you sure? I mean, these mean. Let's face it. Money buys you power, doesn't it?
Yes, but it doesn't buy you
And
not having a record and having to go through the
yeah,
courts and having to jump through all the hoops.
but these guys are rich as, and they can get
It still
anything they
doesn't
want.
cut, no, it still doesn't cut all the red tape when you've got state regulations there.
I just think it's
And especially because, like Angelina Jolie,
yeah, but
Madonna.
how many children? How many children in the US come from the same poverty?
But if you can't adopt them because you don't qualify, because you are an artist who is traveling, do you see
I
what I'm
just
saying? A lot
yeah, I
of
do.
courts will not a lot of courts will not allow that. If you
I
are
just
not in a
think
stable environment where the children stay in that locale, you are not going to be able to adopt.
again that I just think that was a status symbol among the rich. How
I
look
don't think so.
how we saved this poor child from Africa.
I don't think so because
I
so many,
that's what
okay,
I
and
think.
maybe because I'm in California and these were California residents, it is exceedingly hard to adopt in California.
But would it
There
be
is so much
extremely hard?
red tape that you have to go through education programs. You have to have qualifying people stand up for you. You have to make sure that you stay in a location for the children to be schooling. Even if you're hiring them tutors, they still had to be registered at a school and attend a local school.
I just think power, money is power, and
No, it doesn't
there'd be
happen that
less.
way though.
And I think it does happen that way. We just don't realize it because we don't have the money.
Paul, trust me. When the state says we are not allowing somebody to adopt a child, doesn't matter their funding, they have to abide by the rules and you can't adopt a child. What do? You go out of a location for that so you qualify.
I just think that money like equals power, and they can always get good lawyers or whatever you want to call them, solicitors, barristers, wherever their equivalent is in US, and they can and turn the law again to what they like.
But you're not going to rewrite the rules. The rules for adoption, especially like in places like California, because of previous experiences, have been regulated to death. Good morning,
Liz, you got
Punky.
somebody saying hello to you?
I I just said good morning, Punkylicious.
There you go.
Yeah. I mean, but that's the thing. You have got different segments of society. Whereas you are set that they are celebrity and they're going to get anything.
Hey, Monkey.
I'm from California, where it's
Yep.
very high profile for a lot of celebrity. My fingers, the
I think
quote.
celebrities get away with a lot more than we would get away with.
But obviously, they couldn't adopt in the state of California, so they had to go overseas to do it.
Yeah, but how many places do they live?
It doesn't matter because their residency is here in California.
Yeah, but they could have a second house in,
Doesn't
say,
matter
Alabama.
once the residency is established for California, you can have as many homes anywhere. You would have to change your residency. And a lot of the studios and the exec places in California, for tax purposes and stuff, you have to be a California resident. You are not getting through the red tape.
I bet they do get through the red tape more than we know, Liz.
Oh, you're just not willing to bend.
That's because I think they, I think
You
if
think it
you,
you think it's a status symbol, whereas you don't know the situation. So
I
it's a
do think
judgment
it's,
call on your behalf.
yeah, and it's a judgment call on your behalf too,
I've worked with the
because
system, Paul,
neither of us are rich and rich and famous.
but it's not even that. I've worked with the system. I know what the fucking red tape is.
Yeah, well, I've had some things, but my family's had some things with the system too, Liz.
Yes, but working with the system.
No, we had a case with the system.
And I'm saying I was on the opposite side of that.
Yeah,
I
we're
was working the cases.
okay. So we had a case with the system where I'm not going into it, but it was to do with adoption,
Yes.
and
So if
they dug through everything. They did dig through everything. But I'm just saying, if you're rich and famous and you've got enough money, system doesn't mean nothing.
and I can tell you that's exactly bullshit.
Mm, that's what I think.
Money's money is not going to buy you through every part of red tape.
I'm going to leave the stream running so you get the view. What view? It's the whole channel set up, Liz. No, not you. OG Liz. This whole setup, the whole setup. This channel is we're not meant to agree with each other. It'd be bloody boring if we all agreed with each other. It's a good way of just talking about things, and instead of all right. So you get the view of the live stream, dude.
Oh,
Uh,
it's anything after 3 minutes, OG. You've been here more than 3 minutes. You're fine.
oh, okay, all right. Oh no, yeah, fine. We're fine, Liz. That's what you meant. See, I'm bloody. I told you I was useless at these things, Liz. Did I not?
You did. It's fine.
Yeah, I
It's
said to you, I'll make you a manager because I'm bloody useless. You're asking me to look up graphs. I'm like, well, I'm bloody useless then.
yes, and I went and looked up the graph.
You did.
And now we're here to argue a subject.
Yes. And we haven't said anything naughty yet, which that is pretty good for us.
Wait, no, you actually did say naughty. You just didn't say naughty.
No, I said naughty, naughties, not naughty, naughties. If I said something naughty, it'd be
Just
involving a
say the
very.
2000.
It's what we
Not
call it.
everybody knows what a naughty is.
Well,
It's the 2000s.
if they want to know, come over to me and I'll bring my limp. I'll wear my German flying helmet and I'll have a limp stick of celery.
I'm going to laugh when Veen beats you with his Germanness.
Yeah, the
So,
German.
but what I'm saying is, I've worked with the system. Okay.
I'm
I
just
know that
saying,
some people who should have been qualified because of jobs and things like that could not get qualified. And these were good loving homes that would have been great.
and you know what? That's an absolute shame. I
It
totally agree.
is.
It is
It
absolutely
is.
an abhorrent if they can give a child a good home.
They absolutely could, but because somebody worked a night shift or occasionally had to go um, leave for a job, even though they were going to be back within a week or so, it was a disqualifying
Hold on,
situation.
they disqualified the person because they worked a night shift.
Hmm. Yeah, because it wasn't a stable environment.
How is that not a stable environment?
Exactly.
If you got if you got a couple,
Exactly.
you've got a couple.
Because it wasn't biologically theirs.
So if a
Hmm.
cop tried to adopt, if a policeman was married,
Why do you think they have a harder time? Why do you think they have to
that's
get on a stable schedule
that's
to be able
disgusting.
to? Yeah,
That makes me double down on what I'm saying. The rich and powerful seem to get away with a lot more than we get away with.
I think that is you get um maybe people in your country,
No, that's America too. Capitalism. Woo-hoo.
but we're just saying, look at Angelina Jolie and Madonna. They had issues being able to adopt here in the US, so they actually had to go to another country to adopt.
But they're rich enough, right? They're rich enough to
Not to
go
cut
through all
through the
that.
red tape.
They're rich. Oh, they're rich enough to cut through the red tape. They really
No.
are. Yeah, oh, yes, they are.
No, because it's not a stable environment, Paul, because they have to go off to movie sets or concert tours. Even though they are going to hire these children tutors, they are not a stable environment. So they would not qualify. Well, the rules have changed a little bit, so lessons they may now qualify, but it's still cutting through red tape, and a
Yeah,
lot
but
of times people won't.
they went over there and they were picking them up like sweeties.
So what? They could afford to.
They were like a pick and mix. We'll have you. Have you the thing. We'll come back and get you next time.
You come from a smaller family. I come from a mid-sized family, and then I've
Hold
got
on, hold on,
others in
hold
the
on.
family.
How small family do you think I come from, Liz?
Well, there's only what, two of you
I've never said there was two of me.
siblings?
I said I had one brother, three sisters.
Oh, I don't know why I was thinking you only had two.
I've got 20 odd nephews and nieces, and I've got like four or five great nephews and nieces.
I don't know why I was thinking there was only two of you.
No, I've come from a big family.
Well, five. That's not huge. That's
This,
big for
I'll cut
today.
this for five, yeah. I've got 20 odd nephews and nieces.
And my stepson has five already.
I've got, I have got no children.
I'm trying to think. My brothers. Oh, they have five as well.
Yep. So I've got no children. So there's 20 or there's more than 20.
So you guys they like having 5 packs instead of a 6 pack.
They should have brought a PlayStation. It would have been a lot cheaper.
But good for them. Everybody.
Not good for them because it has ended up. I'll talk to you not on here. I'll talk to you offline about it.
But is it, how do I put this? How do I put this delicately? Did everything start working out in their favor originally?
No.
So they just, their their significant others.
I can't tell you over here, but I can tell you. I could tell you offline.
Okay, we'll discuss that after then. But what
Yes.
I'm saying is, but what they have is not what anybody else has, and that's my whole thing is don't judge everybody based upon little knowledge. Because you
Well,
just don't judge other people's situation until you know.
it's what we've got, and that's what makes content for us.
I mean, because I've got a girlfriend that they were due. She was 39 weeks, and then the baby had complications at the very last, that last week. And she actually had to go through, they had to induce her and everything, and knew she was going to give birth to a stillborn. So, I mean, when it comes to things like this, I don't judge.
Um, yeah, I'm not gonna say anything about that. It's
It is very
heartbreaking.
sad, but
Yeah,
that's the
that is not.
reality is
Yeah,
you don't know somebody's situation.
yeah, that is
I,
heartbreaking, and
from working with things that I have done, know the red tape when it comes to certain aspects of government and facilitating um, certain things.
I think stars that can hire rich enough and powerful enough lawyers so they can bend the red tape.
I would rather them quit buying mansions and invest in their communities and just live in a normal house. But I mean, that's my wish.
No, that's a very good wish. I just want to be rich, Liz. I don't care about building
I don't.
communities.
Well,
I
see,
just
then,
want
Paul, you would just be like them.
no, because I wouldn't have any children, Liz.
You could hire yourself a woman to carry a child for you.
I
You
would
would have
never
your
do
own
that.
surrogacy issue.
I 100% would never do that, Liz.
I'm just
That
saying,
is
if you were wishing
if
for,
I was, yeah, oh, yeah, if I was rich, I could do that, but I would never do that. I find that would be an abhorrent thing to do.
yeah, but that's, once again, that's your moral code speaking.
Yes, that'd be
Whereas
an abhorrent
mine
thing.
would be like, okay, if he wants to do that, then let him do it.
No, my moral code is pretty good on these things.
I think a lot of things is to each their own.
Yeah, well, I like my moral code.
I have no problem with mine. You just don't like some of the things. I'm a little more free.
Yeah, you're a bit.
Free.
What did you call me? A conservative?
I think you are very conservative.
I am not. I am a Labour man.
You, from where I sit on the political spectrum, you are, yes, much more.
No, I am Labour in this country.
I am, I think I am more like right in the middle. And then
I
I tend to, depending on the issue, lean a little more liberal, and then some things a little more conservative.
I have been, I was involved in the Labour Socialist Militant Party when I was in my 20s.
That was when you're in 20s. That was years ago.
Yes, I know. Then I grew up old and bitter.
But I mean, that's the thing, though. From where I sit, you tend to be a little more conservative in your views, and I tend to be a little more um, liberal. But I do think more about community um, as a whole
No,
versus.
I don't think I'm conservative. I tell you what, I don't think I'm conservative.
We'll take a test. I will find us a test to find out where you fall on the political
Okay,
spectrum.
so if I was in a thing, if there was a civil war in Britain and it was the people versus the government, I'd be fighting with the people.
Well, I would hope that most people would.
In America, I mean, it was really weird. You arm yourselves against the government.
That's the conservatives.
Okay, your second was it a Second Amendment? A right to bear arms?
Correct.
Okay, right to bear arms against your own government.
With caveats.
Yes, but it's still bearing arms against your own government. Yes.
You have a right to, with caveats.
Yeah,
And
but yeah, okay, but yeah, but sort of caveat, whatever that is. If your government attacks you, you've got the right to defend yourselves against your government.
yes, but there are exceptions.
Well, there's always exceptions, you know.
Exactly.
But I'll be fighting for the people. If I was in America and the government attacked me, I wouldn't be attacking. I
But
wouldn't be attacking. I'm attacking for
who
the government. I'll be
who in
with.
the
I'll be.
who in the government is attacking?
It's just a hypothetical situation, Liz.
Exactly.
I would
Are we
be.
talking local law enforcement stripping people of all of their guns? Are we
No.
talking?
This is we're talking. This is a civil war. This is hypothetical civil war. I would be fighting with the people.
Mm, I think it.
Is
Well,
that conservative? Because conservative over here means you're really for the government.
no, no. That's
Over
why I
here,
said
yeah, over
yes.
here it means you're for the government.
No.
So if there was a civil war here and the government says, if you don't follow these rules, we'll chop off your head, people going, well, it's the government, so we've got to do it. I'd be like, hold your horses. No, I'd be
Okay.
fighting. I'd be fighting with the rebels.
The right wing conservatives here in the U.S. want smaller, less interactions with government.
Wow,
That's
it's
what I'm
different over
saying.
here.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, it's different over here because I
Why I
wouldn't be
said
seeing.
I will find uh, a grid. I know I've taken one before where it falls where you fall on the political spectrum based upon
Over
U.S.
over here,
politics.
yep, over here, I've been called a lefty twat.
And maybe your right and left is opposite of what the U.S. is. That's something that we may
I
have to
think,
dive that rabbit
yeah, I
hole.
think that is true because this is what I've just said. This is what I said. If you're fighting, like, if the government had if there was a civil war and there was the government, right? The the government, be people fighting for the government. I'd be with the other people. I'd be the rebels, and that would be called a lefty. As like I said, I have had discussions with people, and I've been called a lefty twat. I've been called a lefty everything actually.
Let's see, is it the poo one? I think this is the one. I'm gonna put it in the back shot. I think
Okay,
that's the right one.
hey, let's go and see. Okay, start quiz. You carry on chatting to the people.
I'm curious. Yeah, I definitely am curious to find out where you would fall on the U.S.
Okay, yeah.
Political.
So this is the
So
US one, yeah, yeah,
yes,
sort of. Yeah, okay.
yeah. That's why, because it's like I maybe that's why we've had some interactions because I'm thinking you're more to the right of me, and you're thinking I'm more to the right of you, uh, based upon where our country's politics lay, and that's why we like to do this stuff. But now, when it comes back to okay, uh, I am not going to begrudge a celebrity for being rich and famous and doing what they want to do. I'm not going to say that they have to do anything. I do appreciate when they get involved in their communities and help their communities out and start outreach programs and things like that. I think that is that's a perk in my eyes, and I appreciate it.
Okay.
But I don't think the whole they get to cut through red tape. I
I am.
I,
I
I
am
don't think so.
listening, but I'm
No,
also concentrating on this test.
no, it's okay. That's why I was
So I
making
don't.
statements, not questions.
I know. So I don't think I'm being rude by not listening to you, step because really I'm trying to, but
No, no.
it's the morning. It's the morning, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm still losing the coffee buzz now.
It's fine. You know, that's I. Maybe because of the way I grew up and stuff. I don't see fame and fortune as it's not always a benefit to people.
No, it's not always a
Some
benefit.
people got lucky in life,
Yeah, they did.
and a lot of them have taken the responsibility and done great things with that, and other ones have pissed it all away. But that's life in general. I have friends who are the same way. Who it doesn't matter how much money they make a month, they blow through it because they don't know how to be responsible adults.
Hmm.
So no, I mean I can't blame. Now the one your special lady over there.
She's not my special lady, no.
Okay, well I don't like her. I don't like her because of her drunk driving. Um,
And I forgot to add drug driving too.
it doesn't matter. It's
She does.
intoxicated, intoxicated
She
driving.
drove the car drink while drinking and taking drugs.
Okay, it under the influence. I don't like people who put other people at risk for stuff like that. Um, her previous run-ins with speeding epidemics isn't that big of a thing until she had the accident.
Oh, it is over here.
It is over there, but I
It
mean,
is over here because our roads, you're forgetting, our roads are smaller than yours.
some of them, yeah.
And you also you've got jaywalking laws, haven't you?
Some places no. You got to remember
Okay.
that we have
So
50
we
different states with
yeah,
50
I know,
different
yeah,
sets of laws, and then
I
a
know that.
federal system as well.
I know that. But over here, there's no such thing as jaywalking laws.
So you can't just jaywalk.
No, you can just cross the street whenever you want to.
Okay. So, and that's depends on the location here.
Yeah, so you could, yeah, any that doesn't matter. Any location. The only places you're not allowed to walk is a motorway.
Okay. So, yes.
That's like
Do
your highway.
do I believe she is a bitch and dumb for doing some of the things she's done? Absolutely. Uh I would say I am glad her surrogate backed out. And I hope nobody else will come forward to try to take her up on her offer. I think she should be done having kids at this point.
Yeah, she should be, and it's disgusting that she's trying to do it that way.
And it may be. I mean, she just may be one of those people that cannot stand the thought of not having chaos in her life. And are her kids getting older, so getting ready to go out of the house and stuff? So she's going to be maybe soon to be an empty nester. So maybe she's freaking out a little bit. Maybe she's taken midlife crisis to a new extreme.
New extremes. Have you seen the size of her chest?
No, I don't care.
There's like two zeppelins bursting out of a hangar.
Oh, I don't care. And
Uh,
anybody who would willfully want to give themselves back problems because of big old knockers have not grown up with big old knockers.
She is totally bankrupt, owing the debts up to 3.5 million. Yet she goes to Belgium and to Turkey to change her body.
And maybe she has somebody who pays for it. Or
I just think I think it's an abhorrent thing.
I think she's just a Fruit Loop. She just
Yeah,
doesn't sound like a very good person.
no, totally, she's not. No. And she said
But
some horrible things about people too in the media.
okay, she is
Oh,
a
and
she is a
here's another.
persona,
Yeah,
correct?
and here's another one too. She got she got done for revenge porn against her partner.
Okay, but she is a media persona, so a lot of times, sadly, celebrity like that go and seek out bad publicity because bad publicity is better than no publicity.
She revels in all publicity.
Yeah, I mean, and there are some people that do. I mean, the the rolling term for the newspapers here for hundreds of years has been if it bleeds, it leads. So any kind of controversy or anything like that that you stir up is it's gonna get money in your pocket. So man,
Okay, so I'm on my last question, Liz.
oh,
So I'm gonna have to little think about this one because it's the last one.
oh, where do you fall on the spectrum, Paul?
Okay. Where do you think I fell, Liz?
I think you're definitely right of the line.
You sure?
Yeah,
You sure as eggs?
yeah.
I'm gonna take a picture of you, right? So
Yeah, screenshot it.
okay, screenshot it. So I'm gonna screenshot it and send you in your Discord. Because my says my best fit is outside the left, along with 10% of the public.
Outside of the left?
Outside the left.
Yeah, I want to see the screenshot. I want to see what percentile where you fall.
10%, Liz. 10%.
I know, but are you on the right or left side of the middle line?
I am in 10%, Liz. I am an outsider left.
That doesn't make sense. Are you only telling us controversy? Oh, I have a DM.
There you go.
Oh, it didn't show the little graph below.
Okay.
Isn't there a little? Come on, you know I like my graph.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So I'm taking a picture of the graph. Oh, sorry, I didn't see that graph there.
Yeah, because that's where you.
There you go.
Wow.
Is that wow a sorry?
No.
That wow should be a sorry.
I'm no, because
Yes.
because I think there's quite a few things that
No,
you are conservative on.
no, but it says outside the left, along with 10% with the public. So what do you say to Paulie?
10% of the public.
Yes.
That says what the American public where they kind
Yeah,
of
but
fall
that's
in
the
the
American
spectrum.
public. What do you say to Paulie, Liz?
I don't have anything to say. I still
You do.
you
You've got to put no. You've got to put because I've taken your test. This is your test, the one you gave me. I didn't do this testing. You've
I
got
knew
to
I
say
should have
sorry
grabbed the
now.
other one.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have
So
grabbed the first one.
you've got to say sorry now, Paulie.
Why do I have to say sorry?
Because you made a presumption, and presumption's the mother of
You
all
are
fudger.
still to the right of me.
Not with this test. I am on the
Yes.
side where you are.
No,
I
I fall in the mainstays.
am an outsider
You
left.
fall to No, you
I'm with
fall
you
to the
guys. Woohoo!
you fall to the right of me.
No, you have judged me,
Okay,
and you
wait.
don't.
Actually, it's been a while since I've taken this. I probably should take this test and find out where I fall on the pew one.
Yes, exactly. There you go.
Okay, now you entertain it,
Why
and
did
I'll
you have
mute
to
up.
leave me? Don't leave me, Liz.
You know I can tone you out and just read this, right?
You
I
could
am not
do.
an audio. I don't listen audio very well and
And there's
absorb
only two people watching. Who's the two people watching? Hello, two people. It's nice to meet you, two people.
those people
Hello.
hanging out in the bushes.
Yep.
Come on
Don't hang
out.
out in the bushes. You could get arrested for that. And you'll make me sing. So there's three people. Hello, three people. Come and say hello so we know who you are.
Oh, I could see where some of this because maybe
They've dropped down now.
you scared him. It's okay.
I scared them away. We've got bacon and cookies and beer over here if you come and join us. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget it is only a couple more weeks until I raffle off this book that I'm reading. It is about the Irish famine, or some people don't call it the famine because they don't believe it was a famine. But it's a book by John Kelly, and President Bill Clinton said, "Heartbreaking and sheds fascinating new light." And it's called "The Graves Are Walking," and it's the history of the Great Irish Famine. I'll tell you what, it is a bloody good read so far. Fantastic. It offers non-biased opinions and it goes into details about it. I'll explain more next couple of weeks. Don't forget there is a Patreon for this. If you join, it's £5 a month. For that £5 a month, you got a chance of winning a book and a small cash prize, the equivalent to £50 British. So whatever your currency is, you'll get £50 British there. So come on, subscribe, and you'll have the chance of winning this and winning a small cash prize. And tell you what, everybody needs a little bit of cash sometimes, don't they? Don't you think, Liz?
I missed it. What?
I said everybody needs a little bit of cash sometimes.
Sure.
And for £5 to get £50 and a book, I think it's a good deal. And also, you'd be helping the channel too. The book starts in 1845 and it starts with the failure of the potato crop throughout Europe, which led into Ireland at the time. And what have they done and the sad tragedies involving the famine. The reason why I chose this book is because my family was from Ireland at the time. On both sides of my family, they came from Ireland. One was Protestant and one was Catholic. Both were poor. One was a miner and one worked in farms. Both came from the same area, would you believe? Well, the others they moved to Scotland. One side worked in the iron foundries and one side worked in the mines. Unfortunately, he took his son for the first day into work, and they blew themselves up in the mine. Rather tragic accident at the time. Killed him and his 16-year-old son outright. So if you'd like to do this, I'll put the Patreon thing up. We can join the Patreon. It's and like I said, whoever joins the Patreon will get the book. Like I say, that'll be happening in the next couple of weeks there. So there will be a live about this, and I will be talking and discussing the book there. Also, this will happen every month until, well, if it's not success, it'll be up until February.
Ooh, this test actually pushed me more left than the last one I took.
Huh?
I'm in the establishment liberals.
You're in the establishment liberals. Ooh.
Yeah.
But we're still left though. I'm a lefty.
Yeah, but you're still right of where I am. I don't like this test though.
Well, I told you like this test because it proved you wrong because you thought I was right.
No, it's just the extremes in the questioning. That if you weren't kind of moderate to right, it was going to put you in extreme left.
But I still haven't heard the word apology yet from you.
Why would I apologize?
Because you said you said I was right wing.
I did not say you were right wing. I said you were right. No, I said you were right of me.
You see that? No.
And on the scale, you are right of me.
Yeah, you said I was conservative.
I said you went to the conservative side toward the right wing.
No, you said I was
didn't call you a right winger.
No, yeah, but no, you said I was a conservative, which is right wing.
No, conservative is conservative. Right wing can
conservative. No, conservative is right wing, and you called me right wing.
And you could anything beyond the middle could be either right or left.
Okay, I wasn't the middle. I was the left, Liz. I was the left, and I still have not heard. Still have heard. Sorry, I said that, Paul.
And I'm not going to apologize because I kept telling you were still right of where I was. You were more conservative.
Do you hear that, people? That is a typical woman. Never apologizes for her mistakes.
I need to go find that other one where it actually had like the little segments. It was great.
Yep, that's a typical woman. Never apologizes for her mistakes.
I will find it.
Now she's going to find another one to prove her point.
No, I will find the one where it actually has like the little boxes and it shows you on the graph where you fall in the political spectrum.
Okay.
It is a much better, much more comprehensive test.
Okay.
So Anyway, back to
Back to
the one lady being just a shitty human being. Can
okay.
we agree
Well,
on that?
yep. I have found a test for you, Liz. I have found a test for you, and since you like giving me tests, oh, my ears. These headphones make hurt my ears a bit. Oh,
Quiet your ears or clog?
no, no, they hurt. This way they sit in my ears. They hurt my ear.
Mm, okay.
Okay, so this is a British political test.
Okay.
So I'm going to do it with you. Yep.
Yeah. Mm,
Dooby doo doo. I believe that.
mm. This one's the second question because I don't know your guys' medical.
Okay, so our guys' medical is the NHS supplies that helps everybody in the UK.
Yes. So right now, though,
So there's no
is
payment.
it? I get that.
Any citizen who's allowed to be over here
Can I ask my
pays.
question?
Yes, okay.
Okay. When it comes to the privatization of the
Yes,
national health care, do you
yeah.
guys are you getting more of that or less of that now? Are you starting to see more people go into private practice?
No, 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 no. So what it means, because the NHS is a total government service,
Correct. It's like a
and
giant
so
insurance company that covers everything.
it covers that. So what happens is what's happening is people complaining that more of the NHS is being sold to the private medical companies.
Okay.
That's what that question means.
Okay. So my medical here in the US doesn't work the same. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah,
Is it a
if you
positive?
if you lived over here, Liz, you wouldn't pay anything for your medicals.
I get that. But I'm saying though, as it stands right now, does the NHS also, let's say you want to go and go
Okay,
to a
this
private
yeah yeah.
facility, do
If
they
you pay
pay
if you
for
go
part
you
of it?
yeah you've got to pay for your private.
Okay, so you would not pay if you went to somebody outside of the NHS. The NHS wouldn't pay for any of it.
No, because you pay for it. It's privatization.
Okay,
Private medical companies.
okay, that's what I was trying to figure out. I'm curious how this will.
You'll see on the British side, yeah.
Yeah.
There is you'll get to a thing called electoral issues, right? And our minimum age for voting is 18.
Okay, you're exposed. Oh, we're both taking this test. You should have
Mm.
been reading these out.
Should we?
Yeah, we should have.
Okay. Well, hindsight's a brilliant thing in life, isn't it? Should you? Okay.
Now, how's your guys' university? Like the
Okay.
education issues here?
We don't have free universities. Scotland has free universities. England, we don't.
Okay. So basically, you still pay your tuitions and fees.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
so far, have had to get a student loan for just under £7,000 to complete my to get my 2 modules. Yeah.
what's your guys' voting age? 18?
18.
Yeah, so you can drink and vote at 18.
Yeah. And our age limit for sex is 16. But you can join the army at 16 too, which is really weird. Well, just going to wash my hands, Liz.
Okay. Well, while we're doing this, why don't we just say goodnight and take this and finish these? Instead of boring well, no, I mean, if anybody want to pop up and ask a question, that'd be fine. Okay, go wash your hands. I'll sit here and try to figure out this quiz. Sorry if you are popping in and out. I am taking this uh, United Kingdom quiz to see where I would fall on their spectrum. And I will find the other one for Paul where it's a little more comprehensive. I'm curious where I would fall on their spectrum. At least this one has little drop down menus. Oh, didn't like that one. Oh my goodness. Let us see. Hmm.
Have you finished, Liz?
I did, and then I just hit that button and it wouldn't let me. And if I hit the back button.
Okay.
I don't know enough about the parties at the bottom to even click one. Because I don't want to skew the answer.
Mm.
It is computing.
Okay.
The Ulster Unionist?
Well, how much percentage did you get out of that then?
81?
Fucking hell. Oh, dear Liz.
What?
Oh, no, that's bad.
I don't know.
Thank God you're not an Ulster Unionist. Oh, wow. I've got
Maybe I
72%.
shouldn't be doing this at 2 o'clock in the morning either.
Maybe. What was your second one?
I'm trying to tap back on it
Okay.
because I clicked on the ideologies.
Yeah, what is
75% conservative,
Oh, dear. I hate
but
to say it.
72% liberal Democrat.
Yeah, I hate to say it, Liz, but you're considered right ring over here.
Yeah, that's why I think they're opposite.
Yeah, you're definitely. Well, I'm
Yes.
considered
Okay.
left wing.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Yeah, but over here, this is a test. This is things that I got. I've got 72% Labour, 66% Conservative, and 57% Count Bin Face the Count Bin Face Party.
See, why are your numbers lower to begin with, though? Mine's 81, 75, 72, 68, 58. I mean, even this says I'm 68% labor.
Yeah, well, you're right wing there, Liz.
Hmm.
And
It's
over here,
got to be
you'd be
opposite. Let me,
yeah,
I want to go to the ideologies.
okay.
Authoritarian capitalism. Really? Eco-capitalism, democratic capitalism, sociological, Frankism, Dergism, neoliberal, right wing. Yeah, that's maybe I'm. click something wrong? Because I didn't click a party?
No, I've got to Google. I don't know what this one is. I've never heard of that one.
Hmm. I don't know. I'm going to save this one, though.
Okay.
I'm going to save this because I want to. Maybe take it again when I'm
Yep.
awake.
I'm much more on the I'm on the fence of the political spectrum. I think I may be on the left, more of the left though.
See, what I think, though, is I think our political systems are opposite.
Because
I
you're only
think
saying that, Liz.
the right and left.
You're only saying that because you don't like being called right wing, do you?
No, I think they're opposite. And that is something I had never really even thought about to look at.
But
So,
but mine said I'm left, and also said in America I'm the left.
and mine said I was extreme left in the US and to the right there. So,
I could just see you walking up Whitehall and jackboots, Liz. You know what I mean? Trying to take over London
no, I could if I
or
really wanted
Veen.
to. So,
Yeah,
okay.
you'd be taking a vacation in France, and then trying to rule it.
Sure, why not? All right, we're going on an hour and a half of this. We didn't get anything accomplished that I thought we were going to.
What do you think we get accomplished? This we've had a
I
good
don't
chat
know.
about things.
I thought we'd have a little more discussion in
We did have a good
actual.
discussion. I mean, there was nothing rude, nothing like we usually said. We kept to the topic, and it
Yeah, I
slightly
know.
changed.
Yes, but I thought we were going to dive down other parts of the thing instead
Well,
of
we
just
kept. Well,
focusing
you
on
know,
one woman.
yeah, no. We can delve down again. I mean, these little bits. Liz. I mean, let's face
I
it.
know.
You know,
I'm
there's a little bit of an
getting to be
audience.
2 a.m. and
Yeah,
I'm getting tired.
yeah.
Oh,
We
I
can
didn't
always come
realize
back to this again, Liz, and get through what you want.
I've been awake 21 hours again. What is wrong with me?
Liz, you should go to sleep.
I'm going to. I
You
am.
tell how many times do you tell me off for not sleeping?
I know. I know.
And it's too many. Now I'm telling you, go to
I think
sleep.
my bed is calling. I thought I
Yeah.
would do better, but I didn't realize getting up at, yeah, because I got up at 5 this morning.
See, you need to
Yeah.
sleep properly, Liz.
Usually 20 hours and I'm okay. And then I get the 4 to 6 hours of sleep and I'm
Yep.
recharged.
Liz, I don't want to hear that foghorn. I want you to get some proper sleep. Yeah.
Okay. Why don't we close it down? We've been going at this for an hour and a half. Give it 20 more seconds and it really will be an
Yeah.
hour and a
Well,
half.
let's take it down in the half hour. Make it half hour. Yeah.
Oh, no.
No.
10
Make it
seconds.
to the half hour, Liz, which will be like in
6,
seconds now.
5, 4,
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Yay, we made it
Yeah.
past the 1:30
Yeah.
mark. All right.
Hey, and thank you everybody that was here. Thank you to everybody that will listen to this. Also, if you agree with the discussion, please write down your comments and how you feel about rich people and surrogacy, and is it some status symbol? Do you think that the red tape? Do you think they bend the red tape to their liking, or do you agree what Liz says? We will all be interested in your opinions. And if you're new to the channel, if you're new, can you please like and subscribe? That'd be amazing help. And as always, I like to say thank you to Liz for being here. She should be in bed. She doesn't listen to me, and she should be asleep right now.
I should. And with that, thank you for having me up, Paul.
You're welcome.
Everyone else, good night. And
Yeah.
I'm out.
Good night,
Laters.
all. Laters, potatoes, and broadcast.